Joshua.
We are back for another edition of Anime Kerfufflery. Today we are talking about the most overrated anime. Currently in our perspective, possibly of all time ever. And I know y'all gonna get some hates.
Oh man, we're gonna get some flack for these.
Before we even start, y'all can drop y'all arguments.
I want you to bring that shit here because I'm ready.
Drop a like. I've been told I was gonna receive some flack for some of the shit I'm about to say. Definitely.
I am ready for the rebuttals, but without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start with number 5 and get out the gate strong. One Piece.
All right, so I'm
gonna start out with this. I personally love One Piece.
Me too.
I think
it's great.
The manga is probably one of the greatest mangas of probably all time.
That I have read, yes, it's up there.
However, the anime is in a completely different discussion entirely.
Y'all gotta stop slobbery globbing this anime off. It's great. It's fantastic. But when I tell you,
y'all are wanking it to the point where it's just it's nonsensical.
It's nonsensical for real. Like, yes, this man is great. Yes, they turned him into an actual literal Looney Tune. Who loves Bugs Bunny more than I love Bugs Bunny? You ain't gonna find nobody out there that loves that motherfucker more than I do. But the shit that they are pulling, they fucked themselves at the beginning of the year. Let's just say the animation. They said that they were going to have the best animation of all time. Me and Josh were just talking at...
They said they were going to carry the year in animation, was their quote. And
their animator said that.
I'm sorry. For a weekly anime, sure, yeah, they put out some great episodes. But it stops becoming a weekly anime when it's a recap piece. When half of your episodes are recaps, it's not a weekly anime anymore. So if you're spending more than 1 week animating that episode, it's not a weekly anime.
So the animation that should be good, that they spend 2 or 3 weeks on doing these recaps episodes, are not up to the standard of those of Bleach, of
Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer.
None of them.
Mean, you're comparing to the big leagues here. Bleach has dropped 2 cores in the last 6 months, and every single episode has been movie quality animation.
Beautiful.
And they've been strict to the point. Everything has been phenomenal. Jujutsu Kaisen, again, straight to the point, kicked off the season with a bang. Even like I said, episode 1, I remember saying to my friend, they made the brick wall in the background that they just broke looks fucking beautiful. Like, and you're trying to compare this shit to what?
A couple of flashes of lights.
A couple of what? You're happy that they're getting some one shots in. I'm sorry. I know you have the fanatics that are about to sit here and go back and watch these fights frame by frame by frame to see all these. What? I don't give a fuck.
What was it? Big Mom
smoking the Big Mom pack. Yeah,
I don't have time for them.
I'm not about to rewatch. Yeah, I'm not
watching this anime, bro. There are actual over 1,000 episodes at this point. I don't got time to freeze frame this shit.
Yeah,
I'm watching many other anime. Living my whole actual life. I got work. I got animals to take care of in my crib and shit, but I don't got time for it.
Don't get me wrong. Like, they do a great job animating stuff, and let the animators have their fun, but holy fuck, dude. The fact... it tells you everything. Fans had to make a website called One Pace to shorten the anime to meet the manga pacing.
Yeah, that really happened.
The fact that people actually have it somewhere to watch it, that is now it's a whole website. So it's not like I would assume that One Piece isn't actually getting anything for it. Oda's probably not getting anything.
No, it's probably like one of those loopholes where they can just watch it. But because they had to really do that because the One Piece pacing is literally the worst in all of anime. Yes, they have great storytelling. Yes, they have great fight. They have good character growth. It's the friends you make along the way, yada yada, whatever. Y'all pacing is terrible. Your animation is not where it's supposed to be, and your fans just latch on in a very toxic way.
Like, if you're gonna give us filler, then give us filler, but don't give us filler and give us shitty pacing. Now, I know all these people are going to hate because Naruto and Bleach have all this filler in their original shit. Here's my thing on that. I would rather have filler so that I can skip and get to the point of what I'm trying to watch than have it be like One Piece where you have the very middle 5 minutes of an episode is the only important piece you get of the entire episode. So I got to watch 20 minutes for hopefully getting 5 minutes of good information. I mean, you're putting yourself through unnecessary watch times for absolutely no reason.
Absolutely no reason. And I actually just met my first person who has watched One Piece all the way through to its currency twice. Yeah, it's crazy. I will not be joining that club.
I can't do it anytime soon. No.
Anyway,
and if I do it again, I'll be watching it through One Piece.
Yep,
I won't be doing it through.
And so we are not ranting and repeating One Piece's tragic pacing mistakes. We are moving to our number 4, 7 Deadly Sins. Now, a lot of y'all gonna hate me for this one because for a long time it was very much up there for me. I will give it to you, but they fumbled the bag somewhere in just making it the Meliodas show. Like, I get it, characters be broken, bro. Characters be broken, I'll give you that. But Meliodas and his full counter was just walking around, whooping ass, and it was the freaking Meliodas show. The character growth was all over the place. They went 1 step forward to take 2 steps back. King was always hating some goddamn body. First he wanted to kill Bond because his sister, then he wanted to kill Meliodas because he found out he was a demon, and then he was just sad, wanted to kill all these other people and all this other shit. The pacing was bad. Season 5 was just wonky. I don't know what they were really doing there. And yes, it has some great, fantastic points.
Yeah. So the thing about 7 of these is it has its high points, but overall, I mean, it's repetitive. It's fucking, again, as you said, it's mainly focused on a character as opposed to progressing all of their characters. And a couple of good fights and a couple of good moments aren't going to make a series. But you taking away from every other character to focus on your main character definitely hurts the series.
Yeah. And I'll give you that. And this is the harks back to the 1 step forward, 2 steps back. They'll focus on other characters. They'll flesh them out, just to later introduce something that makes all that progress fucking-relevant. All the shit that they did was just erased by the fact that they were like, oh, well, Elizabeth and Meliodas have been tied together for millennia. She just dies and comes back and forgets him, and he has to make her fall in love with him all over again just to die. And then they go through all this ignorance to break this long-standing curse. So all this shit was the most prearranged, long drawn out shit just to find out there were no stakes. There were no fucking stakes in this show at all. They were just trying to break a curse that they've been trying to break for 1,000 years, bro. Of course they were going to do it. They had infinite respawns. And she literally was supposed to find him every single time. And you can't stop them forever.
This is not even mentioning the fact that their animation took a vast majority shit towards the end of this series.
Little bit. It took a on them.
So, with that being said, we'll just go ahead and move on to number 3, which I cannot stress more than enough. And that is My Hero Academia. Holy fuck. Y'all are dick sucking this anime way too fucking hard. Shigaraki is not a good villain. Deku is not a good main character. This shit has been way so overhyped. I mean, they talk about this like this was supposed to be one of the best new animes of all time. This is up there with the big 3. No.
Well, my biggest thing is I hated the fact that they had oversaturation of the cast. I didn't give a shit about half the characters. I felt like All Might was a shitty teacher. And I've heard the argument where they were like, oh, well, it was just, he was a prodigy, so how could he learn how to teach? He was learning how to teach as he was becoming a teacher. And I'm like, no, that sounds like lazy writing to me. And the fans are just making up excuses for lazy writing.
Too many characters, not enough character development, not enough. I mean, it's supposed to be.
Who was the dude with the purple balls on his head? I still don't know his fucking name.
Man, it starts with an M. It's like
exactly.
Minerva.
Bro, we don't know it off top. We are 6 seasons in. He's in Class A.
Yeah.
He's in Class A.
There's a couple people in Class A who I can't name still.
Why? Why are we 6 seasons in? I can't fucking know these people.
Why are we still doing 5 seasons in? Why are we still having training arcs? I mean,
getting interrupted by villains like they're fucking the tuning exams.
Yeah, why is every arc the same? Oh, we're gonna train, let's get interrupted. We're gonna train, interrupted, train, interrupted, train, interrupted. And now, okay, we're just gonna go into a full-on war, and now all of a sudden they're strong enough to beat this villain who's been harassing people.
They just constantly are referencing off-screen training. But every time we see you train, everyone gets fucked up by villains. So do you have like Dragon Ball level Zenkai boosts that you're getting after you get your ass whooped? Like, what is going on here?
You don't even... Dude can't even max out his power, and yet he's faring off against villains better than All Might could at, like, whatever, like, his... Like, I don't understand how we're supposed to be able to support people that don't even have the... They don't have the training arcs. They don't have the
fleshing out of
the growth character, the growth, the development. They don't have the.
You don't see the interacting and the super hype teamwork that you see on a lot of.
Everybody talks about Deku's hardship being when he left UA and all that. Deku was just being a little bitch. Like, that's all there was to it.
He wasn't out of control, bro.
Yeah, he was out of control, so he left. He was just being a little bitch. Learn how to control your powers. That's what a training arc is supposed to be. Literally. Not you losing your fucking character because you got pissed. Okay, now I'm not a good person anymore because I can't control my powers.
That's bitch boy.
That's news. You just being a little bitch.
That's bitch boy news.
So
they had a lot of great opportunities, and I feel like they threw them away. And I was told to eat a dick one this time on this topic, but Lemillion. They had such a good opportunity with him, and they fumbled the bag.
Yeah, they fumbled the bag with that.
Because I loved him so much. And
I thought his comeback was going to be epic, and it was like cool.
It was cool, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. They fumbled the bag on that one. And speaking of fumbling the bag, we are moving on to number 2.
This one is going to get the most probably hate out of anything on this entire list.
Going straight into it, Attack on Titan. I don't want to hear shit of y'all people who watch this shit later and then talking about it's not that bad. The pacing wasn't that bad. I watched episode 1 on day 1 when it first came out. From the end of season 1 to the start of season 2, I had watched 26 other full animes start and end.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and chime in here because I actually didn't even watch Attack on Titan until a couple of years ago. Pretty recently.
Season 3 was already out.
Yeah, I watched seasons 1 through 3 with no break and waited for season 4 to come out. And I still believe y'all are waking this up to be way more than it is. Granted, they do some great foreshadowing. They have some great moments. And Eren as a character, Eren, Levi, Erwin, they're great characters. They have some great characters. But in no way, shape, or form are you going to tell me that an anime lasting 15 years, spanning 15 years to drop 4 seasons of 60 to 80 episodes of a total?
Bro, this last season,
One Piece has been running for 25 years and they have 1,000 episodes. And this one has been running for 15 years and they don't even have 100.
And where are the movies to substitute? At least there's nothing. They just go dark for years. And then they drop one thing and everyone's like,
and now
oh my God,
the manga's been over for a while, so everybody's been spoiled. I already know what happens. And we're still supposed to wait here in anticipation and say, Attack on Titan is the greatest anime ever? No! It's already been spoiled for everyone. The ending's already out there. We don't really care. We just want to see it happen.
They fumbled the bag.
They fumbled the bag on this one so hard, and they're going to do the exact same thing with Demon Slayer, because I heard they're making this shit into movies. If they do that, it's a mistake. They fumbled the bag with AOT. They fumbled the bag with One Piece. They're going to fumble the bag with this if they do that. It's
the only one
that's not animators being greedy
is Bleach, and that's why they all king.
It's the animators being greedy and trying to get as much money and leaving the mangakas out of the money. But we can't do anything about that. All I can recommend is read the manga.
Or the warning, we moving on to number 1, which is One Punch Man. Oh my actual. As a funny clown anime, dissecting.
It's because Gintama clears easily.
Yes, but as an anime that is made to dissect other anime and be a critique and make them step their game up, it has evolved the anime world. I will give it to you. After One Punch Man, people started to step their shit up, and we've seen more unique anime accredited to One Punch Man because they were making fun of all this shit. But the anime itself is not that good. Saitama does not scale to anybody you think he does. I promise you, he can't be Naruto, he can't be Luffy, he can't even probably beat fucking Yusuke or Meshi. I take that one back. Niggas go, nah, fuck him at all. Saitama is not that good of a character. The character growth is literally always irrelevant because you're just scaling to Saitama, who is just blowing everyone's shit in. And even when he doesn't blow your shit in, like, he's just having fun so he can, like, take longer on purpose so he can have fun. Like, that's it. And then niggas are talking about he's, like, multi-planetary universal plus scaling. He's not. There was a literal fly in his room one day, a mosquito or whatever, and he was struggling to catch and kill all them bitches. Anybody on any other show would have just... niggas would have caught them bitches in chopsticks. Like, it's really not that. They're literal humans fighting monsters and shit with powers. It's cool. But Season 2 also dropped and still wasn't impressed. They came out with stronger villains. They delved into his backstory, but... Even Genos, when he first explained his training regimen, was like, bro, you're on bullshit. There's no way that you only do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and run 10 kilometers a day. You don't keep your AC on. You don't put your heat on. Who fucking cares? That's your whole thing. And everyone's supposed to believe. Everyone's digging into the manga and digging into all these other sources like, oh, well, there's got to be something, some reason he's busted. No, there's no magic mist. There's no magic fluff behind all this. He's just bullshit. It's just a show that's meant to be kind of funny. That's it. Stop delving into it. I don't want to hear no more arguments about it. And it's not even that good. Because Saitama is irritating. They got nothing. Genos is garbage. They got nothing.
I'm going to be honest. I've never once ever heard anybody tell me that this is the greatest anime of all time. But I have heard people tell me, Saitama is this and, all these other things. So I don't have a whole lot to say about the anime as a whole, but I can definitely tell you that from what I've seen, there is no way in hell that Saitama is up where people say he is. And there's definitely no reason to say this anime is as good as it is. I mean, I don't even really see clips of it anywhere. The only clip I've ever seen is, I think it was Genos beating the fucking shit out of a couple of heroes, which is a pretty cool fight. But I'll give it to you. They have some pretty cool moments, as I've said before, but that doesn't equate to it being a good anime. I mean, you need character development, you need good, interesting characters, you need villains. Villains are the most important thing. I feel like overall, it's
there's no stakes, and thus there is no stake. Y'all are not eating these animes that we mentioned, and I promise you there's going to be a part 2. Talk shit in the comments if you want. Like and subscribe to the video. I appreciate y'all highly.
See ya.
Have a good one.